What up, family? Thank you for joining TSC Flash Reports as we continue to break down the position groups of our New Orleans Saints. Next up on this show, Big Q breaks down the tight end room. And of course, like I've been always categorizing over the last 5 years talking about the sports coma, the tight ends have always been a very important group for the Saints and Sean Payton's offense, especially the three tight end set. It's something that Sean Payton has used to massive success. He didn't have that same grouping last year in part. He had two of the tight ends. Taysom Hill was doubling as a tight end. It was okay. But to have those actual three tight ends operating, the Saints usually run and pass out of. It's a supreme red zone package that the Saints have had tremendous success over the years with. And this year, I think the Saints tight end room is extremely special, this room. And I have to say that. And you take a look at the tight ends. Of course, who headlines the group is Jared Cook, the big physical Pro Bowl tight end. He was in the Pro Bowl last year for the Saints, caught 44 passes, 9 touchdowns on the season. But Jared Cook, very, very awesome weapon. A lot of people expecting big things from Jared Cook. Of course, he missed a handful of games due to injuries last year. Really hard season for him, but he was able toward the back end to kind of take his game to the next level. Find that camaraderie, because it took Drew Brees and him a while to get together. Of course, Drew missed those 5 games, then of course Jared missed games as well. But when they finally got on the field at the same time, you've seen some results later on in the year. And hopefully that camaraderie will continue going into this year as Drew Brees and Jared Cook can continue to develop their relationship. Behind Jared Cook is Josh Hill. Josh Hill agreed to a contract extension. He is a fantastic wide receiver. At a point earlier in his career, the Saints wanted to hand the starting tight end position to him. He wasn't ready for it yet when Ben Watson left and ultimately came back. But Josh Hill, he's become a balanced tight end. Mostly, if you remember, he was a pass-catching tight end and was a fantastic one at that. He's developed blocking along with his pass-catching abilities, become a very solid tight end for the New Orleans Saints. I really love Josh Hill. I love what he brings. He's a very competent backup. And even when Jared Cook was hurt this past season, he came in and filled in admirably for Jared Cook when he was hurt. The next behind Josh Hill, have Adam Troutman. The Saints gave up several picks to get Adam Troutman, who some people considered was the second best tight end in this entire draft. Well, guess what? The Saints found him there. They gave up all their picks to land Troutman because they view Troutman as the future tight end of this team. Huge tight end, 6'5", 260-ish, 250, 260-ish, big tight end. If you look at his footage from college, he's a guy that has soft hands. He can also block. He can also run. And he will be a fantastic future tight end for the Saints. He has an opportunity to learn behind two solid veterans in Jared Cook and Josh Hill. And besides, when Cook finally leaves after this year, that's $8 million the Saints get back in cap. Troutman is a very cheap option. Josh Hill will still be under contract. So I like the direction of where the tight end room is headed with these three fantastic tight ends, because Adam Troutman would definitely learn a lot from Jared Cook and Josh Hill. Big moves by the Saints to get these guys together. Behind those guys, we have Garrett Griffin, who's been seldom off and on practice squad type of player. This might be the year that Garrett finally is going. Adam Troutman does represent doom for Garrett Griffin, because the Saints were looking for a third tight end that can come in and kind of learn behind these veterans. And I think Griffin's window might have left. And then there's Jason Vanderline and Cole Wick, both are practice squad tight ends, big guys that basically came off the waiver wire. The Saints have some interest in, but I see mostly those guys as practice squad players, if that. One of those guys will probably end up on the practice squad, while I think most of them will probably end up on the street when the 53-man roster is announced. So I have very, very great views about the tight end group. I love Jared Cook and Josh Hill, and a Troutman move is a special one at that. And of course, don't forget the Saints also have utility men that can come in and supplement the group if something were to happen. Like, say, for instance, Taysom Hill could be lined up as a tight end. So could Tommy Stevens. He could be also seen as a tight end / wide receiver / special teams player. So it'll be interesting to see just how well Sean Payton utilizes the utility guys in this group, because I think those utility guys, Hill and Stevens, will have an impact in the tight end room a lot this year. So that's my breakdown on the tight end group. I absolutely love the direction this year and into the future. I think the Saints have found their future tight end in Adam Troutman. If he's everything that delivered barring injury, we're looking at a special group of tight ends, very deep. And I'm happy to say that the Saints 3 tight end package is back. and that's a major red zone weapon for the Saints. And listen, it is huge to have that package back. It represents so much for the New Orleans Saints offense. Trust me on that. Anyway, I'm Big Q. Thank you for joining us on TSC Flash Reports as we break down the tight end group. Please subscribe, like, and join the Great Saints Think Tank channel on Facebook. You can join the groups, and the link is in the description section below. Please check out our merch and donation banners. All that's in the description section below. So thank you for joining us. Peace.
Perfect.